Hello, Hoya Nation. Let's adjust that volume. Hello, Hoya Nation. Welcome to the HNS Radio pregame show brought to you by the Carl Black Chevrolet at Town Center on the HNS Radio live player, hnsradio.com. We are bringing you the Hoya Spring Game tonight, and we're going to get to that in just a moment, but we want to apologize. We've had some issues getting on now, but we're ready to roll. And without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to the voice of the Harrison Hoyas, Mr. Adam Freeman.
All right, welcome everybody. This is Adam Freeman, Friday, May 16th, and we are live from Cobb Stadium for the spring game broadcast as the Hoyas battle rival North Cobb. Tonight is also Justin Fields' night as Hoya Nation recognizes him at halftime. There is also a lot of action happening before that. New players, new coaches, new numbers, and a new level of excitement as the academic year wraps up and the countdown begins for day one of the 2025 season. You can give us a shout on our Podbean app and chat with us while we are live on the air, and you never know, we might just bring you on the air. You can also listen on your laptop on our website at hnsradio.com through our new interactive live player. Download the Podbean app and follow HNS Radio for all our great content. We're going to shout out our sponsors for this year: Smith Appliance, Dawn Brooks and Remax around Atlanta, Post CPAs, JL Brooks Construction. Ortho Express is a new sponsor this year. Signs and More, Kennesaw Embroidery, MMP Customs, Carl Black Chevrolet, A&W Family Chiropractic, another new sponsor for 2025. Otter's Chicken, also, along with Blaze Fit, is back with us, and we are happy to have them as a part of the HNS Radio family. And just had a little difficulty coming out of the gate here tonight, Terry, and I really have I don't know what I did to get us on the air. I don't know. But I will tell you this. We have a very important guest that is waiting, listening right now. We're going to bring her on.
Let's do it.
Immediately.
Yep.
And I am going to invite Miss Addie Rice, who is going to be joining us tonight from Athens, Georgia, as she is prepping for another swim meet. Addie, are you there with us? Ah, there she is. I apologize for us being about 10 minutes late from what I told you earlier.
No worries.
Yeah, we had some little monkeys with wrenches throwing stuff.
Just a little hiccup, not bad.
Little hiccup. How are you doing?
Good. Just made it to Athens for the swim meet. I got to watch finals tonight, so I'm excited to race tomorrow.
Okay, so your first race is not until tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, I have 2 free and 1 fly tomorrow.
Okay. As I was introducing the show tonight, of course, I mentioned that it's Justin Fields' night. If I'm being quite honest, it should really be Addie Rice night because I'm looking at your accolades here.
Man, it'll take you a long time to list those, so go ahead and do that.
I'm going to list this for our audience because I think this is super important. So, again, Addie Rice swam all 4 years varsity. She has school records in every relay, 200 free, 400 free, 200 medley. She was an academic All-American state champ in the 200 medley and the 400 free relay. She also made all-county all 4 years. She was second team her freshman through junior year and first team her senior year. Also, she was first team all-state both her junior and senior year. And what maybe some non-swim folks will not appreciate is this last fact here. She is the first swimmer in Harrison history to make state cuts in every event. Now, let that sink in for a second.
That's impressive.
I'm a swim dad, so I know how very rare this is because most swimmers will specialize in 1 or 2 events, and they may swim an IM and that sort of thing. But she qualified in all 11 events.
That's amazing
at the state level, which truly, truly an amazing accomplishment. So, Addie, hats off to you. And of course, being a class of 2025, we're going to hate to see you go, but you leave a legacy behind with the swim program, especially what you guys did this year. Elaborate a little bit on that.
Well, thank you. We're so excited this year to place. We placed second as a team at state, which hadn't been done in so long. And going from
it's never been done. It's never been done. That's our highest finish ever.
That last 400 relay, we had been out-touched the past 2 years, but we put in such hard work, and we finally won it. And it really was rewarding to do that and exciting.
Yeah. And as you move forward, you're going to be swimming up in West Point for Army next year. I know you're super excited about that. When do you have to report and get on campus and all that good stuff?
My report day is June 30th, so I got about a month of summer.
Oh my goodness!
Welcome to college athletics.
Yeah. What are your plans for that short, probably 6 weeks now?
I think just hanging out with friends and family, getting the last bits in before I gotta go.
Now, I was joking with you at your grad party the other night. Are they going to make you like you don't? Did he have a meal plan at Army? Do they make you forage for your own meals, or where? How's that work?
Luckily, the swimmers and athletes get special tables, so we get the same food, but we get heavy portions. So we get more than the average cadet.
I gotcha. Okay.
So, Addie, I've got a question because
Okay.
I've always marveled at how you got all your hair under the swim cap. And I just want to know, how big of an adjustment is it going to be going from a swim cap to an Army helmet and swimming with an Army helmet on? I mean, is that something you're worried about?
I can surprisingly get it into tight buns, so I think I'm pretty good.
Does it? I mean, and of course, the next question is the blood flow to the head. Because if that's tight, if it's really really tight, that could be an issue. But looking forward into your Army career, and you swim there. Is there what type of like post graduation commitment is there from West Point?
So the average post-grad commitment is 5 years of service, but I hope to end up going to med school right after, so I'll have more than that.
Oh, okay. And of course, like you will have access to all the the really the government hospitals and that sort of thing as part of that. So we're gonna, Addie, we're about
Just
to
keep going.
Okay, all right. So they're doing national anthem, so I'm gonna keep going here. Anyway, so you leave, you get there June 30th. And what are the breaks going to be like? Are you going to be able to come home, or is it like they keep you guys up there for, how does that work? Because it's not a traditional, it's not like a traditional college, I would think, atmosphere or timeline.
Yes, I still get breaks, so I'll get to come home for Thanksgiving this year. But actually, next year I'll have to stay and train because of swimming for Thanksgiving. But everyone else still gets to come home. I get regular Christmas break and spring break, so the breaks are pretty normal. I just don't get to leave like whenever I want to during the actual academic year. That's more strict than your regular college.
Okay. Now, do you have family up there in New York?
I do. My grandparents live like 30 minutes outside of West Point, so it's an easy trip to go see them.
Well, good. Well, that's awesome. I'm sure they are very excited about your commitment and about the fact that you're going to be close. And it's good that, of course, you have a great family, great support there. It was great to see your parents last weekend as well. And Terry and I, HNS Radio, we wish you nothing but the best. Hope you can continue to listen when you can, when you're up there, and when you hear our voices on the radio, tell your buddies, hey, I know those guys.
I definitely will. Thank y'all for having me on.
Absolutely. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's Addie Rice, class of 2025, and multiple record holder and two-time state champion in swimming here for the Lady Hoyas, the H2 Hoyas, as I might say. So anyway, we really appreciate her being on. And now we get to head on to some football tonight. And Terry, now that we're officially on the air, Terry's already had to close the door 4 times. So we're in mid-season. We're in mid-season form on that deal. But again, of course, Justin Fields night tonight, honoring him at halftime. Got the scrimmage against North Cobb. Starters are going to be, of course, we'll be bringing you the first half tonight. We're excited. It's good to be back in the booth. The first time we've been back in the booth together since Archer.
Yeah. When we couldn't get a stop.
If there's we may do jumping jacks if there's a punt tonight. So.
Oh, I think we'll see a punt for sure.
Yeah, I think we will see a punt. Also, there's some number changes you guys should be aware of. To see a Colin Bellamy sighting down there on the sideline. David Rudd is now wearing number 0. Donovan Martin is now number 1. Eric Geralds is wearing number 8. Ulrich Johnson is wearing number 10. And we also have a number 10 on offense. That's Colin William. I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring to the table tonight. A new player, number 11, DJ Huggins, who we spoke with at Otters Night the other night. Great interview. And, of course, new quarterback getting his feet wet tonight is Aiden Watson at the varsity level. And Oscar McAdoo has switched to number 99, so he'll be anchoring the middle of that defensive line here in this first half.
So spring's eternal, or spring hopes anew, or whatever. I don't know the saying, but in the spring game,
hope springs eternal.
Yeah, that too. In the spring game, the opportunity to see kids in different places, maybe in some opportunity to see a little bit more playing time than they would have in the seasons past. It's an opportunity to see a lot of new kids in a lot of new places. And that's the thing I am the most excited about is I am going to get to see what next season will look like. Now, it'll be a blink.
It'll be a snapshot.
Yeah, we won't get to see a lot, and they'll have to do a lot of refining. There's still a bit of a quarterback battle that's going to be ongoing. But just based on the interviews we had at Otters Night with some of the coaches, some of the skill positions we have coming back next season.
I'm excited.
We're going to get to see a little bit of that tonight, and that's exciting.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, when a new season or a season comes to an end, and a new group is sort of like introduced to the Harrison Hoya community, you start to see some alumni show up and things like that. And a young man just tapped me on the shoulder by the name of Winfred Brown. Winfred was a senior my very first year here. And he played under Coach Cobb, played at Georgia Tech, and probably made one of the most spectacular interceptions I've ever seen with my own eyes. Right down there about the 25-yard line, near the numbers there. And I'll never forget that. So that's one of those memories. So when I see him, I always that's the first thing that comes to my mind is that. But yeah, he was quite an athlete. Played at Sprayberry, came over here his last 2 years, and ended up at Georgia Tech. So good to see those guys around the program still.
And not just him. I mean, I see Brady Cluse down there on the sideline.
Down there.
But also there are a ton of guys that just graduated who are down there on that sideline to support their teammates. They're kind of handing off the baton, if you will, to this next generation of Hoyas. And so, it's just, it's pretty cool to see. And I see some different colored jerseys on the quarterbacks, Adam. So that tells you right now there's going to be a little less contact for those guys.
A little less contact. Captains tonight, number 55 for the Hoyas, Sam Stevens. Number 0, Mr. David Rudd. And number 77, Danny Garcia, as they head out to midfield at this point. So, the snafu may have been not a terrible thing because not a lot to talk about in the pregame show. Again,
we know very little. We're learning as we go. So you're right.
Yeah, we are.
But we do know what North Cobb's going to bring. They're the team that the Hoyas are playing in this scrimmage tonight, and they are a team that over the last decade has had a lot of success on the football field. A ton of athletes have come through there. A ton of Division I players. But it just seems like with all that talent over there in Ackworth, they've just not been able to put it all together and make a deep playoff run, which has been a little surprising.
Yeah, they have not. They have had some missteps when it came to the playoffs. Probably, I would say, the last 3 years, probably. And you got to wonder, well, is it the draw? Is it the matchups? But because they play a really competitive non-region schedule every year,
and they're in a tough region. Think about it. They're playing Walton, North Paulding, Cherokee, who now they've been down the last couple of years, but historically they were always really good. So, and then there are other teams in that region that can sneak up on you if you're not careful. Wheeler, another one who we saw last year, who was loaded with athletes at the skill position and gave us a heck of a game over there in Marietta. So, it's just odd with all that talent. There's got to be something to it. I just can't quite put my finger on it to see what it is. But, it should be an exciting challenge for the Hoyas. A lot of guys are going to be playing some big minutes for the first time in their varsity career. Yeah,
that's going to be interesting. Interesting to see some guys that were sophomores last year that are juniors now, see how they step up, that will be juniors in the fall. Cole Peterson being one. The offensive line, I think, is going to be a key for us with all those really good good guys on the perimeter, all those skill guys that we have. I think that's going to be really, really important that those guys hold up. But the good news is we're about 2 deep on that offensive line, which I don't think we have been the last couple years. So I think that's going to be something to watch. Also, the quarterback battle that Terry mentioned earlier. You've got Aiden Watson, who's a freshman right now. He's going to be a sophomore. And, of course, just coming off that state playoff baseball run. He's an exceptional baseball player, plays third base for the Hoyas, and dual sport athlete, extremely athletic. We listened to Travis Farmer, his freshman coach, talk about him all last fall. But we also have a move-in transfer, Nate Davis from Campbell. So we'll see, if there's a contrasting style there. See if that battle doesn't make both those guys better.
Well, and it's rare that a sophomore is going to be able to come in and really impact at the varsity level. So that'll be a big challenge for that young man. He'll be a sophomore next year when that season starts. So I don't think the kickoff is going to be returned, Adam, because there's nobody on the field
there we go
to block or tackle him. We're just going to kick it into the end zone. And that's another spot we're having to replace. Think about that. Boy. Simon Zidane, who has been just so good, both punting and kicking the last few years.
Automatic touchback. Mr. Automatic touchback. And he's good from 45 in. That's going to be interesting to see. And
going to West Georgia, going to be continuing his football career out in Carrollton. But, we got to replace him. And people don't think about that, but that's a huge piece of a football puzzle.
Yep, so no kickoff officially. And the defensive line for the Hoyas, number 45, Chris Bowles. Of course, Oscar anchoring that middle. And then on the far side, we'll see who we've got on that far side in the Hoya 3-4 as they come out. As North Cobb's going to come out with number 8, Zach Bellew, or number 2, quick out. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. They're going to spot him at the 35-yard line, forward progress, as a host of Hoyas, led by Reese Bentley, head out there to make the tackle. Reese, heading into his senior year, should be a big cog on that defensive front.
Well, and that linebacking core that's coming back is also pretty strong. There's a lot of reps out there that are coming back.
So Gerard is in the shotgun for the Warriors here. Second play of the game. No score, opening drive. And he's going to sling it out to the side again, and he's going to hit Sebastian easily down the sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a North Cobb first down as they move the chains. So North Cobb, typically your West Coast offense, they like to explore the perimeter, dink and dunk a little bit, a lot of spread action there.
He's big too. He looks like he's got about 6'2", 6'3" on him. He's the quarterback.
He's at least that tall. Yeah. He's got a single setback in there with him as the Hoyas get lined up. Take you through the starting lineups just after this play as we get the call. Gerard now in the shotgun. He's going to motion his back a little bit. Latavian James is back there with him. Gerard slings it back shoulder, just a little bit too back shoulder. Incomplete. He was looking for Easley again. And nice coverage out there on the outside.
It looked like Easley was running a go route and just kept going. And like you said, it was a back shoulder throw. So maybe not on the same page right there. That's why you're playing a spring scrimmage,
And I think that was Gerald's in coverage. Gerald's made some huge strides last year. And he's got the start tonight. Also in that secondary, L.J. Smith. And they're going to send a man in motion. It's Billingsley. And they're going to sling it to him. And he's got some space. He's running away from everybody. 20-10-5 touchdown, but hold on just a minute. We got a hold back at the 36-yard line, and the hold was number 3 for North Cobb. That was Billingsley with a hold of L.J. Smith's jersey, keeping him from making the tackle. And that's going to be our first penalty of the game.
Yep, that is going to take a touchdown off the board for North Cobb. And that was a really easy call for that official. It happened right in front of him.
Yep. So, again, officials, it's their spring game as well.
There's a reason why he scored so easily.
Yeah, I was wondering why nobody touched him and nobody was near him. Man.
They were getting pulled backwards.
There you go. Go over the Hoya defense here.
It's going to set up an interesting 2nd and about 2 now, though, because of the penalty being a spot foul. 2nd and 3 now. So still picked up yardage on it.
So Jarrett again with a completion, but that's going to come backwards. And Latavian James yet to carry the ball. We may see him with his hands on it on this possession.
Is that number 8?
On number 8.
Yeah.
Latavian James. And North Cobb's receivers, as usual, are long and lanky. And they've got some speed. That's Billingsley in the slot now. And they're going to give it to James. He's looking for a lane. He just can't find anything. He may have lost a yard.
Oh, they're going to spot it. It was a 2-yard loss. They're going to spot it as a 1-yard loss.
He had just nothing going there. That defensive line did their job, and the linebackers came in there and cleaned up the mess.
Yeah, this linebacking core for the Hoyas, a lot of reps coming back like we talked about a few minutes ago. And so they should be one of the real strengths of that defense next season.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 4 from the Hoya 47-yard line. 10:27 to go, opening quarter. James, a single setback. Gerard takes the snap. Going to step up in the pocket, try and get away.
Oscar got him.
And Oscar got him behind the line of scrimmage. So sack for a big Oscar. That's going to end the first possession for North Cobb. And the Hoyas are going to be receiving this punt. And back there to do just that is our guy, DJ Huggins. Huggins, a transfer from North Cobb Christian. We got a chance to interview him last Thursday.
Good interview.
Yeah, great interview. Really impressed with this young man, and he's got some athleticism and some speed. If he's going to be our punt return guy, we could have some exciting plays.
And apparently he's got a little bit of a vertical, too. We heard he jumped over it.
Yeah, with relative ease.
Yeah. So, again, that's another one of those skill positions that I'm looking forward to seeing next season. Because there's some speed on that Hoya offense, and it should be a fun offense to watch. That's for sure. And our running backs, think about that. What we have coming back at running back, Cowser and Washington.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
You got 2 really good running backs coming back, so that offense is going to be loaded. The quarterback is your test. You got a young guy, and so we'll see how he melds with his offensive teammates over the summer.
The receivers for the Hoyas are Huggins, Traster, and Martin. Martin with that new number 1. He's on the outside, and he's getting covered by Alexis right now. Send a man in motion. Watson gives it to T.C. Washington. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards there on the first carry. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. That was just way too easy for Washington.
Well, I mean, again, and it should be a strength to this Hoya offense going into next year, being able to run the ball with those 2 backs.
Hoy's going to go trips to the near side here on 2nd and short. Watson in the shotgun, drops back, slings it. Huggins in and intercepted through the hands of Huggins and intercepted by number 9, Latavian James.
Huggins made the crucial wide receiver error of trying to run before securing the ball. That's exactly what happened. It hit him right in the hands, but he was already trying to run with it. And unfortunately, North Cobb's going to get the ball already in the red zone off that deflection.
Speaking of the red zone, we are in need of a red zone sponsor this year. So if you or your company would like to advertise on HNS Radio in the fall, reach out to us, hnsradio2024@gmail, or visit our website. You can send us a message that way or through our live chat line. So Gerard and the Warriors are back out on the field. And James is a single setback. They're going to go trips to the far side this time. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of the Hoyas. James gets the handoff. Little cut back. He's going to get down to the 12-yard line, pick up a 5 yards as they reset. 8:49 to go here. If you're just joining us, Hoyas just turn it over on the interception by Watson off the hands of Huggins.
And the weather is cooperating with us as far as, letting us feel like we're in early season, because it definitely is muggy and warm. But we got cloud cover, so it's not as hot as it could be. Thank goodness.
Posting the link of the game on my Facebook tonight, so you can join us As we are live from Cobb Stadium, Gerard stepping up in the pocket, slings it, incomplete.
Really should have been picked off right there.
It was in a crowd, that's for sure. It's going to bring up a long 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, it's going to take me a little while to get used to these new numbers. Who's 2? Or is that 3?
Number 2 is L.J. Smith.
All right, so Smith actually really should have picked that off. I don't think he saw the ball.
I don't think he saw it come out of his hand.
Yeah, it crossed right in front of him.
3rd down and 7 now, 8:08 to go. Opening quarter. Hand off to James. He pulls it, looking in the corner. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down now. 4th down from the Hoya 13.
Tough throw to complete right there. Your receiver did his job, got his feet set and started leaning out of bounds, but the quarterback's got to place not just a perfectly thrown ball, but a catchable ball too.
And if you're a right-handed quarterback rolling left, that's tough to do, trying to find a spot, very, very tight window there. And it looks like they're going for this on 4th and 7, as you would imagine.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose here. Gerard in the shotgun. 3-step drop, little screen, middle screen, and nice tackle and pursuit there. And he's going to be short, and the Hoyas are going to take over. So turnover doesn't hurt you here. And the Hoyas are going to take over at the 9-yard line. Nice pursuit there on the outside. And I believe for the Hoyas, that was number 9, Adam Price, doing a nice job.
Nice job by the Hoya defense there, too, recognizing that was going to be a screen pass because that front 3 got through relatively easily, and the linebackers realized there was a reason for that, and they did a good job rallying to the ball, like you said. So great job there by the defense. Good tests here early in this game. 7:52 to go in the first quarter. No score in the scrimmage.
Watson in the shotgun. Going to hand it to Washington. He's got some space, spinning up to the 19-yard line, just shy of the 1st down.
Got to spend a little time with TC today in first period. He visited RJ Kauser, who is in my first period class, and TC has put on some muscle. I'm here to tell you, he is one of those kids that has really moved the bar as far as strength this spring.
And that's going to be a 1st down run for Washington again, as he's getting the bulk of the carries here early.
Very patient running by Washington right there, Adam. Just did a great job of letting the blocks in front of him develop, and then just put his foot in the ground and hit that first hole.
1st and 10 now from the 21. Watson swings it out to Traster. Tries to cut up field, and he is swallowed up behind the 20-yard line. He's going to lose about 2 yards.
Yeah, just no time to make any moves right there. Traster is going to have to just tuck it and go in that situation. But, this is one of those kids that's getting a lot more meaningful snaps this year.
All right, if you're following us on Twitter at HNS Sport or at HNS Radio, we've got a flag on the play. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. There's a link on our Twitter account to the broadcast, so you can get on there and listen that way if you wish.
Yeah, the right side of the defensive line there jumped off sides. Not sure if it was the cadence, but it looked like a couple of them jumped. So might have been a little bit of a cadence issue for them.
Watson, wide open is Huggins. He's got his hands on it that time. He's going to get all the way up to the 44-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 43, and that's going to be another 1st down for the Hoyas. A Carl Black Chevrolet 1st down as it is. As we join partners with Carl Black Chevrolet once again for our halftime, as well as our 1st down sponsor this year. Watson drops back, steps up, and he's going to run, and he's going to be touched at the 42, so maybe lost a yard there on the scramble.
Yeah, I think TC was supposed to go up almost a little bit of a wheel route there, and he might have stayed back in the block. I couldn't tell.
So listen to us on Podbean tonight, or listen to us through the link on Twitter at HNS_radio. as the Hoyas send a man in motion. 2nd down and 11. Watson, and we're going to have a procedure penalty on the Hoyas. A little early movement there. I think that was somewhere along the offensive line.
Looked like the right guard jumped a little early, which is, I've never understood the way he's looking right down at the football, but okay.
Yep, it happens.
Oh, I know it does. It happens all the time.
More than we would like, indeed. You can also listen on hnsradio.com through our embedded live player. Watson down a little bit more of a hole here on 2nd and 16. Looks to the sideline. Coach Thompson's got a play call, trying to send it in now. Washington's a single setback. Watson quickly out to his tight end, and he is gobbled up, and he's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to leave a long 3rd and 16 coming up for the Hoyas.
That's a pass that Watson is going to learn to throw a little bit better. I mean, it was accurate, but it also had a little bit of a loop on it. And, Xavier Hill is probably going to tell him, hey, you're going to have to put a little more zip on that pass right there. Well, I mean, because, replacing Xavier Hill, that's what he's trying to do right now.
Tough.
So
Judy Dickman is on with us again, as is Stephen Burton. Corey Bellamy listening as well. My wife is listening. These are all good things. Natalie Bentley listening also. 3rd down and 16 for the Hoyas. 4:32 to go. Watson looking long, looking for Martin. And just a little bit overthrown, and it looks like he may have misjudged it a little bit as he stopped. He kind of checked up a little bit.
It did look like it was going to be a little short, but it just kept floating.
Kept floating, yeah.
But unfortunate for the Hoyas there. That drive's going to stall out. They're going to have to punt. But you can see the pieces. Right? You can already see the pieces. I'm always amazed at how when we get in here, the air
it stops moving. I don't understand this.
And then for some reason, when we get in here and the air no longer is cold.
Don't get it.
Yeah.
Do not get it. All right, so we'll have to get a number on our punter as he punts it to the 30-yard line. Let's see if we can. These Navy jerseys with the green letters.
It's tough.
It is really
97?
hard. He's number 97. He's got Simon's number. And see, Ian Castro.
Okay.
So that's going to bring up the defense for the 2nd time tonight. And Gerard in the shotgun again. James back there with him. Hands it to James. And he's going to get tackled after he gets about 3 yards there. And a nice tackle there by number 9 for the Hoyas, Adam Price, part of that linebacking core. And he's a pretty big kid now.
Yeah, a lot of these kids have bulked up. The coaches all talked about how much stronger these guys have gotten as a team this spring, and you can see it. These guys have added some bulk for sure.
Hoyas showed pressure on 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the 34. And James gets it again. Rudd gets a hold of him, but he drags him about 4 yards. Call it 5 up to the 39-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 2.
Rudd's going to learn in that situation he needs to stop and just let his feet drag. Yeah. And that'll help slow down a back like that. That's a big back that North Cobb has. He's a kid with some size. So another 3rd down here, opportunity for the Hoyas to get off the field, Adam.
Yep. 3rd and 2 from the North Cobb 39-yard line. 3:08 to go in the first quarter here of the spring scrimmage here at Cobley Stadium on Justin Fields night. Gerard set to get the snap. High snap, gets it down. James stutter steps, and he is swallowed up by Big Oscar. Oscar de la Hoya.
Taking control in the middle of that
just
Hoya defensive line.
Blowing up that play. Oscar, hats off, my friend.
And I would imagine he's a tough block.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Because he's not just big. He's quick.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of athleticism, and so it's good. But we have to be careful. We can't compliment him too much because he'll get a big head. We have to tamp that down.
We have to temper it. It brings up another 4th down, 4th and 2 this time, as they showed no gain on that one. Gerard with James in the backfield. Look for a throw here. James, stutter steps, incomplete. Hoyas take over at the North Cobb 39-yard line. So that Hoya defense, the last we saw a Hoya defense play couldn't stop anybody.
Yep, that's true.
And now
two fourth
down stops in the span of about 10 minutes of play here. So hats off to that crew right there. I know those coaches are really excited for them.
And one of those stops in the red zone. So, I mean, that defense is doing a good job.
Big time, big time.
And it's not like the North Cobb offense is some, middle school. I mean, there's a lot of talent on that offense over there. So this has been fun to watch because again, we're getting a glimpse of the future.
Yeah, Gerard, a little happy feet there. Never really fully got his foot set, and I think it showed on that throw. And Huggins goes in motion.
We stepped off.
Yeah, Corey Bellamy sent us a virtual gift. I think you're going to like that one.
What is that one? Oh, it's a hops-based beverage.
Yeah,
all right, we'll take that. Thank you,
funny.
Corey.
So we got more and more listeners joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys. If you share the broadcast with anyone that you know and click on the Twitter link as well. Huggins in motion. Colin William with the carry. He's going to pick up about 2 yards, his first carry in a Hoya uniform.
And incidentally, Adam is paying $5 for every person you bring onto the broadcast tonight. So if you just let us know those people that you brought on board, Adam is going to cut you a check.
Oh, lies, all lies. Watson in the shotgun on 2nd and 13. And Huggins, Traster, and Martin are the receivers. Watson going long. He's got Martin. Touchdown. Donovan Martin in for 6. The connection from Aiden Watson. And that was a beautiful throw and an even better catch.
And you know what I was thinking when that ball was coming down towards his hands? I'm thinking what he said at Otters Night about
Tennis
all
balls.
that work he put in to get his hands better. I knew if that got anywhere near his hands, he wasn't dropping it.
Absolutely.
And that was a perfectly thrown pass by Watson.
And he ran right by the defensive back, and Watson put it right in his hands, and he went up and got it. And the Hoyas take an early 6-0 lead here, 127.
No, and you can definitely see the pieces, Adam. You can see them.
And the kick is up by Castro, and it is right down the middle. We're going to take a break here and mention some of our sponsors. We want to highlight those. Again, Smith Appliance. Need a new appliance or need an upgrade? Head on over to Smith Appliance in Hiram or Smyrna for the best quality appliances. Don Brooks and Remax around Atlanta can help you sell your home and find the home of your dreams. Post CPAs with deep ties to the Harrison community are experts in the field of tax preparation and asset management. J.L. Brooks Construction, creating custom builds and renovations with only the highest quality craftsmanship. Ortho Express, a walk-in bone and joint pain and orthopedics in Ackworth is here. I really fumbled that one. With a long-standing commitment to patient care and a welcoming team, Ortho Express of Ackworth is ready to serve you. Contact them at speedheals.com. Signs and More, commercial sign company specializing in all the custom signs a business needs, doing the right thing because we care. Kennesaw Embroidery, thanking Kennesaw Embroidery for all the embroidered products of our show and all of our merchandise. Cynthia Cooley, we appreciate you. M&M Customs, thanks to Nathan Moody for our sponsored T-shirts each year. You need screen printing, hit up Nathan at M&P Customs Kennesaw. And, of course, Carl Black Chevrolet, our halftime and the first down sponsor this year. Again, the highest volume dealer in the Southeast with the best-in-class Silverado HD and the all-new Hummer EV. Get yours now. Learn more at carlblack.com. And one of our new sponsors, A&W Family Chiropractic, located at the corner of Due West and Due West, combines the state-of-the-art chiropractic techniques with the principles of the 100-year lifestyle to help people heal quickly and function at their highest level for a lifetime. Whether it's nutrition, healthy aging, chiropractic, family, or performance-based care, Dr. Arnold and the staff at A&W Chiropractic can help. Visit at adjustmyfamily.com. And, of course, Otters Chicken, swing by Otters for a pregame snack or after the game to refuel. So North Cobb has it back, and they have it at the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't start at the 41. They started at the 30. That first pass was completed out to that left side for a first down. And again, you can see how talented North Cobb's position players are, or skill players are, because it was a fairly easy pitch and catch.
It's going to bring up a first down for the Warriors at their own 41-yard line. James gets ahead of steam. He's got the first down and more. It takes about 4 Hoyas to tackle him. He's across midfield all the way inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Wow, what a run. Powerful running there by Latavian James. So they're in Hoya territory once again, but they're trailing 7-0 this time inside of a minute here, first quarter. Gerard in the shotgun. 3-step drop, looking right. He's got a man across the middle. Nice hit out there. That's Reese Bentley. Lays the wood to number 3, Micah Billingsley. He'll think twice about doing that little in route.
Yeah, you got to have courage to run that route, even at the high school level. And Reese Bentley just showed you why you have to, with a great form tackle. Did you see that? He led with the shoulder. It was perfect form.
2nd down and 7 now from the 34-yard line. This may be the last play of the quarter, as we're inside of 15 seconds now. Play clock down to 12. North Cobb with trips to the far side. James, the single setback in the backfield with Gerard. Gerard in the shotgun, gets the snap. Settles in the pocket, now has to step up, and he's going to be sacked by guess who? Oscar McAdoo. Nobody can do anything to slow him down, and that is the last play of the first half. And that is, you had the touchdown pass, but Oscar's got 2 sacks and a tackle for loss in 12 minutes of play. Great job by him in that defense.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of clogging up the middle, and then he's quick enough to get out on a play like that and get to the quarterback who's scrambling. So, yeah, that's a nice job by the Hoya team overall in that first quarter to take a 7-0 lead, and the defense is doing their job. I'm trying to see. Okay, so the ball's going to be at the 37-yard line of the Hoyas. So North Cobb is driving. Doing a great job of keeping us alive tonight.
Indeed. Those cheers were for Oscar.
They were for Oscar. Yeah, he deserves it. As do all these Hoyas.
Just experimenting with some audio effects here, folks.
Why not? It's a scrimmage.
Why
for us
not?
Too.
We're learning.
Yeah,
we're learning
in a little while, I'm gonna do some stand up. It'll be good.
Yeah, we got some.
I got some material ready. Drum roll, please. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. You don't get this level of entertainment anywhere else.
You can't.
Folks.
You really can't.
Remember that.
We try to bring it from all angles, and you can't tell that we're at the end of our rope here at the end of the year. It is wow.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
All right, 3rd and 10 here for the Hoyas.
The Warriors.
Well, for the Hoya defense.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Gotcha.
It didn't all come out.
I know.
You knew what I was talking about.
I knew what you were talking about. Line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. Gerard quickly across the middle through the hands of the intended target, number 13, Lewis Richards. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. And what are they going to do? Kind of in no man's land. I'm sure they're going to go for it.
Yeah, you're going to see them go for this. Gerard, that was a fastball.
That was.
And it was a little high. And you got to be careful with those if you're a quarterback, because your receivers won't want to run that route if you throw a hospital ball.
Yes, indeed.
To borrow a term from who coined that?
That was a Matt Moody term right there. That's the first time I ever heard that. I'm sure he didn't make it up, but he has coined it. Gerard in the pocket, over the middle. Woo. Nice defense there by the Hoyas there, and I believe that was number 15 for the Hoyas. Who is that man? David Diadone. Wow, what a great read, and just read on the ball and managed
almost
to get
picked it off.
He absolutely did. Nice job.
Yeah, great job. Laid out and just got his hands on the ball and just couldn't bring it in. But, again, the Hoya defense getting a stop on 4th down. It's the 3rd one in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, really, really impressed with how these guys have played tonight. Just very, very resilient. turning them away on fourth down. So that's big time. Hoya's going to go with a new running back this time, number 25, Jermaine Hill. And Sykin, the tight end, goes out. They're going to fake it to Hill and swing it out to Huggins, who evades one tackler, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards, I believe, up to the 42-yard line.
I don't think Huggins thought that ball was coming to him. He looked like he was blocking. He turned around and the ball was right there. He still caught it. So testament to him. But, yeah, it looked like that he wasn't thinking that's what was going to happen.
So 2 catches for him on the night as the Hoyas have it 2nd down and 5 from their own 42. Huggins in motion now. And Hill's got it. He's going to pick up they're going to give him 2 yards up to the 44-yard line as he's taken down by number 23, Jaden Hamlet. As the Hoyas shuffle folks in and out, Traster comes out, Washington in now. As Huggins is going to flip sides.
3rd and 3 here. This might be TC Washington territory.
Yeah, I think that's your.
And you're loaded on this right side, so I'd be surprised if we don't try it.
Yeah, Sykin is back in there in that sniffer position. They're going to send a man in motion. They're going to hand it to Washington, and he is gobbled up. And there's also, I think, a hold on the Hoyas on the edge.
Yeah, North Cobb's defense saw the same thing we did.
Yeah.
We lined up 3 guys on the right side and then motioned to the right side. And so, hey, everybody, we might be going to the right.
So do they – the illegal shift by the Hoyas. And I think they're going to mark it off and make them replay 3rd down on 3rd. No, they're going to decline the penalty. It's going to make it – you can't decline – okay, yeah, they're going to take the penalty, but you can't make it 4th down.
No, he signaled that they were declining the penalty.
Well, they declined it, and then he moved the sticks back and changed the down marker.
Yeah, so it should be up there. Okay. Hey, it's a scrimmage for the officials, too. All right,
okay,
let's get it right.
Wait a second. Okay, so they declined it. If they declined it, it should be 4th and 3 from the original. Well, wait a second. He got tackled for loss. So they declined it.
He lost that many yards?
Yeah, he got tackled way back.
I don't think he lost that
my
many
bad.
yards.
My bad. You guys are doing a great job. Castro into kick. And this ball's fair caught at the 29-yard line. That's where the Warriors will take over with 9:45 to go till halftime.
So what happens in that situation if the punt returner fumbles the punt?
In a scrimmage?
Yeah.
I think he just has to go retrieve it, and wherever he retrieves it, I think that's the line of scrimmage. I mean, I'm making up these rules as I go.
But, I mean, that would make sense.
Hold Trice.
That would make sense.
What's up, brother? We're good. We're good.
That would make sense, but I also, if it's not
awesome,
that,
we appreciate it.
Then why even have him back there if it's not that? You know what I'm saying?
I see. I see what you're saying. Just let it bounce until it stops.
Right. Yeah. So why even have him back there? So I think you're right. If he fumbles, it's going to be wherever he regains possession.
To regain it somewhere, and then it's like a stagnant air.
Oh, it's not moving at all.
No.
Yeah.
All right, 9:45 to go, and North Cobb taking it at the 29-yard line. Gerard is going to hand it off to James again, trying to get the edge. He's got it. He's got the 1st down, and we've got a flag, and we're going to have another hold. That is the dirtiest penalty flag I've ever seen.
It looked like
I thought the guy was throwing a banana peel.
I thought it was orange.
A bruised one. Holy cow!
I thought a North Cobb player dropped a sock, and he's handing it back to him because that did not look yellow.
That's bizarre, right?
Yeah, that was weird looking. Yeah.
I thought he just finished eating a banana and just chucked the bruised peel in the direction of the play.
So we got a little bit of a discussion here. It may not be a hold. I thought it was a hold.
It looked, there was a lot of space created over there on that far side.
But he was way back here. So I'm not sure what happened. You would think it's a holding penalty, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
We got some substitutions on the defensive line as well. Benitez in there for McAdoo, I think, number 98. And they're going to bring this one back. So that was on North Cobb. So it'll be 1st down and 8 now from the 31-yard line. Hand it to James again. Stiff arms a man, but can't get away. He's going to lose about a yard. Back to the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Nice pursuit there. Again, I think that was David Rudd coming up from his linebacking spot. And if there's a guy I look at, he looks like he was already thick.
Yeah, he's definitely looking like he's put on some muscle.
He's almost he's got some Marcus Blazard look to him right now. Thickness.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's gained a lot of muscle.
2nd and 9 now. Gerard and the Warriors. Gerard rolling right, just slings it out, little middle screen to James, and he's going to get swallowed up, gets away. He's going to pick up another 3 yards, but was tackled initially by number 13 for the Hoyas. Actually, I don't have a number for number 13.
I don't think that's 13. But you're right. These are hard to see, especially without our binoculars. It sure looks like 13.
Looks like 13, but there's no name there. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 from the 36-yard line. And James been getting most of the carries tonight for the Warriors as Gerard is in the shotgun once again. They're going to go trips to the near side. He's going to try to hit his man through the arms of the intended target. He was looking for number 5, Jace Caldwell. That's going to bring up 4th and 3 now for the Warriors.
I'd be shocked if they don't go for it. Oh, no, they're going to punt. Okay. Who's number 7 for us?
Number 7 for us this year is Evan Tillman.
All right. Well, Tillman was kind of sitting on that route.
Yeah,
you could see him just kind of, waiting on that. He kind of thought that that's what was going to happen. And, you give him a little more time, and I think he picks that off. And by time, I mean a little bit more, snap time, game time, that type of thing. Because he read it right. He's just got to work on that timing. But good job, by the Hoya defense, again, getting off the field here.
Yep. Huggins back to return this punt. He's going to run up and fair catch it at the 37-yard line. That's where the Hoyas will take over. Leading 7-0 here with 7:47 to go till halftime. And again, this is one of those just one of the longest rivalries in Cobb County, Harrison and North Cobb.
Yep. Well, North Cobb's been around a long time.
Been playing these guys a long time. Had a lot of matchups, a lot of great games.
My mom went to North Cobb.
Oh, really?
Back when it was Ackworth High School.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Played basketball and everything.
Watson's still in there for the Hoyas as Washington is with him. They're going to give it to Washington this time. Stutter steps, gets to the outside, across the 40, diving across the 43 to the 44-yard line. So nice 7-yard pickup on 1st down. And if you've got a guy like Washington that can do that consistently, we know he can, that's going to make this offense even more dangerous moving forward.
Yeah, well, he was already a good back, and now he's gotten a lot stronger. And he's also going to be a year older, which means he's going to be a little bit more wise. And so he should really have a good season next year.
Watson swings it out to Martin. Martin's got the 1st down. Still going, falling forward across the 50 all the way up to the 46-yard line. And another Carl Black Chevrolet 1st down for the Hoyas.
And we don't get that 1st down without the block for number 85 there on the edge there by the Hoyas.
Sykin with a nice job there from his tight end spot. And he's a pretty good-sized kid as well. 1st and 10 for the Hoyas at the North Cobb 46-yard line. And looks like we may get a Smith Appliance timeout here. And it's going to be taken by the North Cobb Warriors. Well, we're still working on our new commercials, so we don't have them loaded up. So it's just me and Terry. Sorry, You guys just got us for the duration tonight.
Yep. And we'll give you all the commercials you want here coming in the fall because we're going to have all new ones.
Yeah, we will. And I do want to mention, I want to focus during this Smith Appliance timeout, our 2 new sponsors, Ortho Express and Emily Ross, who leads that clinic there. They're located at 4900 Ivy Road Northwest, Suite 1401, right there in Ackworth. Right at the corner of Mars Hill, sort of, and Highway 41. It's a great place. I've got great services. It's a walk-in bone and joint clinic, orthopedic clinic. It's very convenient to anything that's right there by Mars Hill Road. Also, A&W Family Chiropractic, been at the corner of Due West and Due West. Dr. Mitchell Arnold. Been there since 2004, just a real staple of the Harrison community. So head on down there, visit them at adjustmyfamily.com for an appointment. So the Hoyas take over after that first down, coming out of the Smith Appliance timeout at the 46-yard line. Aiden Watson has them organized. Sykin in motion. Gives it to Hill. And Hill's going to get across the 45 to the 42-yard line, pick up about 4 as we get inside of 7 minutes now. Pretty decent crowd here, Terry.
Yeah, I was going to mention it's a good
game,
size for a spring game.
I think you got a lot of people roaming around, not necessarily in their seats tonight.
Well, and not a lot of students. I mean, there's some, but not like a normal regular season game.
Sykin in motion. Watson going to swing it to Martin on that middle screen, diving forward. And he gets to the 37-yard line. So the sure hands of Donovan Martin have been on display here tonight. He's already got 1 touchdown. And that's his 4th catch of the night. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a very short 1. Hill remains the setback. They're going to send Sykin in motion again. Here comes Huggins across the formation. Going to give it to Hill. Can he find a crease? He may be just a little bit short based on this spot.
Yeah, he's going to be about a foot and a half short.
And in comes number 3, TC Washington. So I think everybody in the stadium knows where this ball's going. As the Hoyas trying to build on this lead. 7-0 right now for the Hoyas on the strength of an Aiden Watson to Donovan Martin 42-yard touchdown strike.
Well, you better believe there's some warriors over there with those white jerseys on that aren't real excited about trying to tackle TC if he gets ahead of steam.
Washington got the first down across the 35 to the 32-yard line. That's an easy 4 yards for TC.
Good job blocking on that right side, Adam. That offensive line really just carved out the yardage needed for Washington. And, again, he's just going to be such a force, in that backfield for the Hoyas.
Good job by McCarvich and Stevens over there on that right side. 1st and 10, another Carl Black Chevrolet first down. Watson. And tries to get away. He does. He's looking down the sideline. Wide open is Traster at the 10. 5, touchdown, Matthew Traster. And Aiden Watson escapes. And Matthew Traster was wide open at the 8-yard line, and he danced in from there, and it is 13-0 Hoyas.
So great to see Matthew Traster make the progression he's made over the last couple of years. He is such a great young man, and to see him get that level of play, that's great to see because he really found that open space, and that was what a receiver has to do when his quarterback's rolling out. He's got to, he knows what route he's supposed to run to get there. So that's beautiful.
Castro with the extra point, and the Hoyas lead 14-0. So a pair of touchdown passes by Aiden Watson. We were wondering at the top of the show, what are we going to see? Well, I think you've gotten a pretty good look at what you're going to see. You're going to see some athleticism and some composure from that pocket and some deadly accuracy.
Yeah, and listen, we talked about it right before the kickoff, this offense, this Hoya offense, should be the strength of this team. And with all of the skill position returners they have, both running backs, wide receivers, and then you take the new guys coming in, I tell you what, man, that's an offense that should be able to put up some points.
Yeah, and on the other side of that, the defense that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm really, really impressed. I mean,
you tell me, if you told me going into this that with 4:46 left in the first half, we would be shutting out that North Cobb offense, I would have said, okay, did they not come? I mean, because there's a lot of skill over there.
Yeah, and they've always had that. Now I will say, just initial impression. George had time to throw.
Mm-hmm. And they've hit some big plays.
And there have been a couple of key throws that I think he probably wishes he had back.
Mm-hmm.
The throw in the end zone there, that was a really tough throw. And then the throw on 4th down here that gave the ball over to the Hoyas to start this drive. So Let's see if he can maybe turn things around here, but he's going to have to face this Hoya defense who's had a lot of success. Draw it. Across the middle, overthrows his intended target. Again, looking for number 3, Micah Billingsley. He seems to really be looking for him a lot out of that slot position.
And we don't have years on the North Cobb roster, right? We just have numbers and names.
We do not, yeah.
I'm curious what year he is. I know we'll find out eventually, going into next season. But I'm curious if he's young like Watson is.
Yeah. It's possible. 2nd down and 10 now. Fakes it to James, swings it out on the edge to Eccles. Eccles gets the sideline, is tracked down by number 4 for the Hoyas, Graham Aldridge. And again, number 13 coming in there to clean it up, and that is number 13. We just don't have him on our roster.
Yep.
But he had some nice pursuit there as North Cobb's got a little something going here at midfield with 4:32 to go.
And again, they've hit those chunk plays. They've hit it running the ball once, and that's about the 3rd long pass play they've had. But they just haven't been consistent with that.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Rudd shows pressure, then backs out of it. Draw it, 3-step drop, clean pocket. Now he steps up, looks down the field, floats it out on the edge, and that trying to find number 1 Eccles again, but just overthrew him and out of bounds. That stops the clock with 4:06 to go.
Not sure how that's not a hold out there. Our guy kind of got tackled on the line there.
It's generally frowned upon.
Yeah, and I thought if you took the defensive lineman to the ground, that was holding. If they go down on their own or through a slip, I mean, am I wrong?
I think I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Looked like a hold to me. But what?
2nd down and 10. They're going to hand off to James. Slips through an arm tackle. He's off in the open field. 35-30. Inside the 20, 10, 5. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. That is Zach Bellew, not James, number 8. He got through about 6 really sloppy tackles.
Yep, the missed tackle right at the line of scrimmage is what sprung him, and then it was a race, and they couldn't push him out of bounds. Big, strong kid, and so there's North Cobb finally getting on the scoreboard. We knew eventually they would.
Yeah, doing North Cobb things there, getting on the edge, and once they got the edge, I mean, he's a big kid, but he's got some wheels, and outran the defense to the point where they just could not push him out of bounds. They caught up to him, but he's such a big kid, strong, they just couldn't shove him out. And the extra point is on the way by Hill. And they have cut the deficit in half. The Hoyas now lead 14-7 with 3:52 to go till halftime. Here on Justin Fields night, the spring game, as he will be honored tonight at halftime. Get his a facsimile of his jersey on the field house.
Yeah, Coach Turner getting after one of the Hoya defenders right there. I'm not going to call out the number, but definitely getting after him a little bit. It looks like he might have blown the assignment. That might have been part of the touchdown equation there. It may have been in the wrong spot. I'm not sure. But I'm with you. I'm going to get up because it's too hot to sit down.
I know. It's getting a little sticky in here.
Yep.
High humidity.
Speaking of Matt Moody, there he is. Look
Where
at
is he?
Coming up the stairs.
Oh, good old, what does it say?
Do you believe?
No, what? No.
Oh, go you silver britches. Yeah, that's an old Larry Munson saying.
Oh, my God. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'll have to smack him on the back of the head when I walk down.
His daughter got a state championship in pole vault for us.
Really?
Yeah, Henley.
How about that?
Yeah. So, yeah. Matt Moody
those athletic
with a little bit of pride there.
Those athletic genes.
His child is a state champion, so kudos to the Moody's.
All right, this is going to be a touchback as Huggins fields it about 8 yards deep. Hoya is going to take over up at the 30-yard line. So the offense trying to answer here after that North Cobb drive. They kind of woke up a little bit. Again, graduation next Saturday for the class of 2025 here at Harrison High School, 10 a.m. at KSU. We will be there. I will be at Station 19.
And I will be at the door taking tickets.
They're going to give it to Huggins on the sweep. He's got blocking, and he's got the first down all the way up to the 42-yard line. You see the speed of DJ Huggins on that Carl Black Chevrolet first down.
Hoya's got away with a hold out here on the right
they did.
side. So that's good because I like it when we get away with things. We don't want the other team to get away with things.
No,
but
none at all.
We'll take it. Hey, however you can get it, first down. It's only cheating if you get caught.
3:30 to go now. Hoya's trying to mount a drive and answer the touchdown drive of the Warriors.
Don't listen to that, kids. That's cheating is wrong. Don't do that.
Yes. Watson in the shotgun. Sends Sykin in motion now. High snap. It's taken down. William with the carry. And he continues to churn, and he's going to get about 4 yards on first down up to the 46-yard line.
So what number is the Hoya that Coach Thompson was telling us about with the speed? Is it number 10?
Oh, that's DJ Huggins, 11.
No. The younger guy.
I don't know.
I
thought it was
it's not Huggins.
I thought it was DJ.
No, it's another guy.
They fake it to William. Now they're going to swing it out to Sykin, and he gets tangled up and tackled for a 1-yard loss.
They're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress.
All right, I got
not a lot going there.
I got to find this dude.
Do you remember? You don't remember his name?
I will. I'll know it if I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7 now from the Hoya 46-yard line. William is the back. And Watson has it in the shotgun. Steps back. Steps up now. Looking. He's going to have to run. And did he get the first down? Looks like he might have. They're going to mark him now. They move backwards.
Yeah, they're going to mark him about 2 yards short.
Yeah, right at midfield now. And they're going to bring in the short yardage package. So William comes out. Hill and Washington back in. Traster out. So 4th and 2 now with 1:55 to go. Crowding the line are the Warriors, expecting a run from TC Washington. See if they mix it up a little bit. It's worked so far. 4th and 2. I don't know why the clock stopped, but it did. Going to hand it to Washington. He is swallowed up for a loss of 2. They say he never goes down.
Well, one guy said he was still up, and one guy said he was down.
I think he got spun, but I don't think his knee ever touched, and he just kept running. But they're going to say he was down 2 yards behind the line.
All right, I don't see the name.
So 1:49 to go till halftime. Adam Freeman alongside my good buddy Terry Kemp wrapping up the broadcast season here with the spring game on Justin Fields night.
Was that him?
Yes, maybe that's Konate.
Yeah, Abu
Konate.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do set him up with any gadget plays.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to have a lot of speed.
So North Cobb with a chance to tie it up before half here as they've got a plus field position on the Hoya 49-yard line. James is a single setback. They're going to send a man in motion. That's Billingsley. Gerard, 3-step drop. He's got pressure. He's going to sling it. He's got a man wide open. Caught. Touchdown. That is Eccles. And he just ran right by the defensive back and was wide open, and a nicely thrown ball by Jared.
Well, I spoke too soon.
Yes, indeed.
Because we had stopped them on every drive, and now they've scored on the last 2. And that was a fairly easy pitch and catch right there for a 48-yard touchdown. But
a little bit too easy, I think.
Yep. Looked like somebody got beat on the line. I couldn't tell who was over here on that side.
So extra point by Hill, set to go here. And it's up. And it's right through the middle, and we have ourselves a tie game.
Hill seems to have a strong leg. I'm a little surprised they haven't tried a field goal. They had a couple of opportunities, but it's a spring game. So,
well, the Hoyas are going to get it back. They've got two timeouts left. I think this is a great opportunity to practice a little 2-minute drill. Lord knows you're going to have plenty of opportunities and scenarios come the regular season. Of course, our next broadcast is going to be from East Paulding. We'll be scrimmaging them on, I believe, August the 9th. To double check that schedule, it'll be out. We'll put it out on our Instagram when that happens. It'll be heavily publicized, I'm sure. And it is really stuffy.
It's so warm.
I wish my cord was longer. I would walk outside.
I guarantee it's cooler outside.
It might
but
be.
It wasn't that way when we got here. That's the crazy thing.
I know. Yeah, Hill's going to kick this one away, and he's going to send Huggins another 8 yards deep. So Hill's got an excellent leg. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I know I'm hot-natured. I mean, I know I run hot, but I'm not heating up this whole room. It's not. It can't be me, right?
I don't know.
It's the air conditioner.
You radiate, dude.
Not like that.
I mean, it says 68. It's actually coming out.
It might be 168.
I mean, it is coming, but I think just the doors and everything.
Probably.
It's just a poorly ventilated and insulated space. All right, Hoya's coming out now. William is the setback as the Hoyas look to answer that drive, and they find themselves in a tie game here. Watson in the shotgun. He's going to give it to William. Finds some space there, diving forward. He's going to pick up about 3 yards.
A little surprised we haven't seen R.J. Kauser carry the ball.
He's been playing some defense.
Yeah, I noticed that he's getting a couple of snaps at DB. I've seen him out there a couple of times.
2nd and 7. Watson drops back, looks downfield, still looking, finds a man. Nice catch there on the outside. I believe that was Matthew Traster for his second catch of the night.
Yeah, Traster with a little bit of a stiff arm / slap move.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, good to see him getting involved. Like I said, great kid.
And he got out of bounds to save the timeout. Now they're going to run the clock. Thought he got out of bounds with that. 1st and 10, another Carl Black Chevrolet first down at the Hoya 46-yard line. Watson in the shotgun. He's got it. Nice protection. He's going to sling it out there to his good man, Matt Traster again. They're going to say, run the clock again. And now we're going to get a Smith Appliance timeout by the coaching staff with 53.5 to go. And the ball spotted at the North Cobb 46-yard line. Again, it's just me and Terry tonight. No commercials, straight through. We're going to bring you to halftime, and then we're going to head to the house.
You are correct. R.J. Kauser is no longer a running back. So what we talked about in the pregame show was just really stupid because he's not coming back as a running back. He is now playing DB. So
we're still deep at running back.
Yeah, we are still deep at running back. That's true. But I have him in class first period. I didn't know that. I should have asked him.
So the last 53.5 here. Hoyas looking to unbreak this tie. It was all Hoyas early, and now North Cobb scored on its last 2 drives. So I noticed that Corbin Trice not dressed tonight. I don't know if there was an injury issue that I was not aware of. Need to maybe talk to him on Monday, see what's up. Watson looking, finds Martin, and it's going to be incomplete.
It's probably good that was incomplete.
Yeah, that was going nowhere as the North Cobb defense was all over that pass. So 46.5 to go. 3rd down and 2 from the North Cobb 46-yard line.
So, and that's another one of those throws that Watson is going to learn. He's going to have to throw with a little more zip.
Hoy's going to go with 5 wides this time. First time they've done that tonight. Play clock at 4. Watson looking across the middle. Huggins in and out of his hands. He got his hands on it and just couldn't bring it to his body, and he got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I think the North Cobb defensive back kind of climbed up him. Might have caught a spike behind the knee there.
Yeah, we will see. Looks like he may be cramping a little bit.
Yeah, that would make sense too. Hot, muggy night. It's spring. You're not quite acclimated to football yet.
And this was an unusually warm night. They have not practiced in a lot of days like this.
Yeah.
They've been practiced a couple times in the morning. So yeah, this is probably the most humid they have worked out in since starting spring. Of course, with spring you get 9 practices. This being one of them.
Yeah, and he went up for that ball as well.
Yeah,
so that involves those calves.
He's still
cramping. Yeah.
He's got a double. He's got a double.
He is. Both of them are cramping.
He's double cramping right now.
Hey, get the pickle juice, Coach.
Get some mustard packets
out
there.
Mustard.
I'll squirt it down your throat. I had kids. I remember we used to do that. I had a kid just grab it out of my hand one time and just turn it up.
Hey, look, it works.
He was like, dude, whatever I got to do. You tell me what I got to do.
It works. And it's awful. If you've got one of those cramps and you just can't get it to let go, there's nothing worse.
Yeah.
See, we don't experience athletic cramps anymore. We get those cramps in the middle of the
just
night.
Just the random ones. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's not from anything athletic. It's just from moving.
I moved too
quickly. Putting your right leg over your left leg.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm cramping.
4th down now, 4th and 2 for the Hoyas from the 46. And they're going to give it to Martin, and he just gets swallowed behind the line. And everybody, I think, on that front 7 saw that coming. And the Hoyas are going to give it back with 37.2 to go. So they're going to give North Cobb an opportunity to take the lead here. And we talked about Hill's leg. That's going to obviously be an option there for these guys.
Yeah, because I would imagine if they get close with only 37 seconds left in the first half, they would try a field goal. They're not going to go for it.
Line of scrimmage is midfield for the Warriors. And Gerard looking to swing it out, little middle screen. He's got Billingsley. And he's got the first down to the 40-yard line. They're going to move the sticks. 29.4 to go. They like that little bubble screen with their skill players.
Well, if you've got speed in those spots, you can run those bubble screens as long as your wideouts are committed to blocking, and they are. I would imagine North Cobb wideouts are told if you don't block, you don't play.
20 seconds to go. Gerard slings it back across the middle. Dangerous throw, incomplete. 12.2 seconds to go.
I can't believe he threw that.
I can't either. Yeah.
Oscar almost got his third sack.
Yeah, no, that was I think that was Benitez.
Is it? Oh, it looks like 99. Okay.
No, it's 98.
Okay. Oh, we're going to have to talk about that. They can't have 99 and 98 at nose tackle or nose guard, whatever. I mean, nose tackle.
We'll have to bring that up with Oscar.
Yeah, we're going to have to do better than that.
So 12.2 to go. Tie game here, 14-14. North Cobb driving. They've got the ball at the Hoya 40-yard line. It is 2nd down and 10. Gerard is in the shotgun. James in the backfield with him. And we've got a whistle here and a flag. And we've got a procedure penalty. He's going to move them back another 5 yards. Somebody got a little antsy down there.
A little bit of an early wiggle.
$11.2 seconds to go now. 2nd and 15 from the Hoya 45-yard line. Gerard in the shotgun. Drops back, slings it across the middle, complete to Eccles. He is taken down at the 27-yard line with 4.5 seconds to go. And I think we're going to get a timeout. Smith Appliance timeout by the North Cobb Warriors.
And they're just going to try a field goal here.
I think they are. They're going to bring out Hill.
Yep.
And he's going to attempt this one from about 45 yards.
Well, we're going to see if he's got the leg strength. He appears to in what he's done so far tonight.
This will be the last play of the half as Hill tries to connect from 45 yards away to give the Warriors the lead. And the snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is away. And it is good from 45 yards. Number 12, Michael Hill. And that's going to be the end of the first half, and that's going to bring our broadcast to the end. And we appreciate you guys for listening tonight. I've got to go next door and finish a few things, introduce Justin Fields. It is Justin Fields' night tonight, so we're going to honor him and place his jersey on the field house. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to let Terry wrap it up for you.
Yeah, and we saw some good tonight. The Hoyas did give up 17 straight there to end the first half, but a lot of good on both sides of the ball for the Hoyas tonight, as the defense stood tall until about the last 4 minutes, and then gave up 17. But the Hoya offense looks good, and consistent. So we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. We're going to do our traditional sign off at halftime of the scrimmage, as we are just going to let the players play it out from here. So thanks for listening. We appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and go Hoyas.